Alright, just cleaning out the old stuff. You're ready to put new stuff in here. I just ordered a baby Savannah monitor. This is a 40 or a 50 gallon tank, we're not too sure yet.
From LLL Reptiles.
We just got it. Zoom in. Yeah, we got the lizard from LLL Reptiles. And we got the light bulb. It's supposed to be at 140. That should be the degrees. That's a 13 watt. And we're going to make sure it's a little longer than 12 inches so that it'll be around 140 or less, because that's what it needs.
And there's a graph on the back to show you, like, height-wise what your heat will be.
Yeah. And then go ahead and show you some of the products we got. We got two of these, not too sure.
4-inch.
4-inch
couplings.
Couplings. And the thing I want to do is there's two, so you can put it together and you can see out through it, and it'll be a nice little hide.
And there's little grooves in there that they can hold on to.
And then what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to have it set up just like this, so that you can see in there, and you can actually see where the lizard's at. I might have it closer to the ceramic tile, so it's a little warm in there, but not too bad. But you're still going to see inside, so you see where the lizard's in here, or it's going to be in on the hides or on the hot spot. And then we got some soil. Let me show you the tile first. And we got a ceramic tile, but we've seen a couple of ones. One of them was super slick, so we didn't want that because he might slip. And then this one's a little rough. You can hear the grooves in it.
And that's what it looks like on the back. Not that you need it, just showing you.
Go ahead and take that off though.
And it's a 12-inch by 12-inch square ceramic tile for $1 or something.
It'll also give your cage a nice little fashion look. But that's gonna go right here. It might go in the soil because we don't know how high it is. But it might go on top of my two hides I got, and then that'll give it some more hides right there. But if it's going to go on the hides, it's going to have to go all the way back towards the glass, sort of. And then so it has space right here to run.
And what is that for again?
The Savannah monitor.
No, what is the ceramic tile for?
Oh, this is for the hot spot, and if it's, because it needs to be at 140, and so if it's longer than 12 inches, it's going to be like 140 degrees, and so this is going to be a nice good hot spot for it. It needs to have something that will hold the heat instead of just hitting on the regular hides that we have.
And it has to be, well, it doesn't have to be, but it should be a ceramic tile, because ceramic tile are more heat resistant and it won't crack as much, and they also hold the heat pretty well. So at least that's what Weeby Reptiles said. Yeah.
We like getting information from other breeders that have these kind of animals that we like. Like this is about, I don't know if it's the same brand.
Kevin McCurry.
Nerd.
Yes, Nerd Reptiles.
Reptiles use, but he uses potting soil, so we're going to give this a try.
And he said to make sure that it has no fertilizer, no pesticides.
People pet safe.
And this one is organic, and we found that this brand, Kellogg Organic, it actually has no pesticides or anything like that in it, so that's what's good for it.
And it's good for indoor and outdoor, so
we should be good.
Should be just fine.
And it helps hold the humidity, right? This
yeah,
kind of stuff.
It should help very good with the humidity, just like your
Eco Earth.
Eco Earth, where you get from the store. It should be just like that,
but cheaper.
And it might actually hold more humidity because it's potting soil.
We got 2 of those bags, which hold 2 cubic feet per bag. No, sorry, 1 cubic feet per bag. And we got it for less than $6 a bag. Eco Earth at the store was almost $30, and you wouldn't have enough. And with Savannah monitors, you said they need how much?
140, or actually lower, but not lower than, I think they said 100 or 110.
Yeah. And then how much substrate did they say to get to?
You gotta have it up to like
at least a foot, a couple inches to a foot if you can. But here we can't, so we're gonna make sure we give them a couple inches.
Yeah, we're gonna give them like 2 to 3 inches if we can. But we want to make sure it's longer than 12 inches right here. So we're gonna have to take a tape measure from the screen down, so we could get exactly like 13 or 14 inches
Yep.
away from the light, so that it won't be too hot. If you have it 12 inches, 150, that's, you might have a chance of burning them.
And that's one thing, like what I said in my video with the bearded dragons, you're spending the money on this animal and you want it to be a part of your family. You want to make sure you give it every possible chance of living and, you know, thriving in your environment. You don't want to hurt them or harm them in any way. So we're just going to go ahead and finish cleaning this, and when we're done, we'll get back to showing you how we set it up. Say goodbye.
Bye. Alright, so now we're gonna start setting it up. Right now I'm gonna start getting the potting soil and exactly where I need it, where it should be. We're gonna try to use one whole bag and see how much that gives. If not, I might have to use the other one, because I got 2 bags of the same stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and just stick the whole thing in here. It looks like we might just use 1 bag, but we're gonna give this a try. We're gonna dump it out. Oh, that's going to be a lot.
There, leave it just like that.
So we're going to go ahead and spread it. It's already humid. Actually, we might just have to use 1 bag. It's already nice and moist in there. Probably because it's already moist, and plus the heat that we have for today.
Yeah, it's a hot day.
It's going to be a perfect amount of soil we need.
So for a 50-gallon tank, 1 cubic foot of soil, excuse you, 50-gallon tank, 1 cubic foot of soil gives you what you need depth-wise for a small savanna monitor, right?
Yes, and also another reason you can tell that this is going to be a good soil product for your savanna monitor. It doesn't give that stink like manure, the stuff that they have inside.
It does smell like potting soil, but it does not smell like fertilizer. Doesn't smell like chemically.
Okay, now we're gonna do a test. Where did we go?
We'll be right back.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna give a test to see how far it is. We want it a little longer than 12 inches.
Or at least 12 inches.
Huh?
Or at least 12 inches.
Yeah, but if it's at 12 inches, might not be able to use the hide. So I gotta have it a little longer than 12 inches. It is a little longer, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scrape out some of this on this side, just so we have enough. But we're gonna put it on this side so he has all this to play with. If he wants to move stuff around, he can, because they will.
They are tunnelers. They like to make their own tunnels. They like to make caves.
So we're not going to get rid of too much, but we want to make sure we can get a couple hides in there in which they're soaking. You know, we had a snake in here, and we just put it in a snake rack. So I'm sure you want to get something big in the night for people to look at. So let's give this a try of how we want it. Okay, see, that's a little longer than 12 inches, so this is going to be perfect for the height. So now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get the 2 hides, and we're going to see what we can do with that.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back. So now we're going to give it a try with the hides. Go ahead, and we're going to do this big log. Try to shove it in there. And we're going to go ahead, 12 inches. Let's see what we got. That's going to be too much for it. So if we put the tile on top, it's not going to work right for us. It's going to burn it, and so we don't want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and move that one over. Let's give this one a try. If this one doesn't work, we're just going to have to put the tile on the floor for now, and then we'll figure out how we're going to lift it off the ground, sort of. So we make it like another hide. That's a little too much too. It's going to be right there at 10. So we're going to just go ahead and do the tile on the ground. We're going to move this back over. Well, we're going to figure out how to lift it off this right here, so he'll still have this. Is like we can make another hide with the tile. And so we're going to give this a try and see how much we need to add to it. We want it just barely under 12.
So you need more.
Okay, so we're gonna add more. It's right here. So let's add a little bit more. Trying to scoop it over. Don't want to add too much though. Okay, just a tiny bit more. They're gonna burrow, so I don't know, maybe he might make a little home underneath. So
you just want to make sure that the tile doesn't fall on him, so you just want to keep checking on it to make sure that if he does burrow underneath it, it doesn't fall, because those tiles can be heavy. That's good.
That should be good. Let's just go ahead and put the tile in there. And then we'll work on the hides. So we want this just about right there. And then we're going to add some soil on the sides. See how long it is from there. Okay, there's 12. So yeah, that should be fine.
That's about 13 inches.
13 inches, maybe a little over, but it's not going to hurt him too bad. It's not going to make him cold. We're also getting a temp gun coming in, so we can always check the temp after a little while too.
We could readjust it afterwards if we need to.
We can always do more. So that's for that. Okay, so now we're going to move the hides around to make sure it's perfect. So we're going to figure out, because the water bubble's got to go in the corner, and the hide.
You may only be able to use one of those for now. We'll be right back.
Alright, so we're back, and we were just figuring out where we want the hide, so he has all these places to hide. And there's the tile, and it's just, yeah, it's about 14 inches, so that's going to be perfect for his temp. And then we decided to put the tubes that we bought underneath right here, but we put it with the glass so we can actually see them and enjoy them either way, because then up here we put the actual wood arch hide
to kind of hide the tubey look.
Yeah, and then like we put soil on top of the tube so he could dig him in and out, whatever. And then we put the other hide at an angle, but not too high to where I actually get on the screen and get out.
Here, I'll show you a close-up view right now.
And then as she's doing that, I'm gonna go get the bowl, and I'll be right back.
So this is the inside of the tank. Here is the ceramic tile, and then up here is where his lights are going to be. And if you come back a little bit, we have this big open spot for where his water bowl is going to be. And then here is that wooden hide. Let me see if I can get you an inside view over here. Yeah, look, there's the tubes and the wood, so that's what it's gonna look like from that way. And then over here is the other wooden hide that we have, and he can get down in the holes. There's a hole there, and it comes out down there. And there's a big spot that he can dig out over here. So plenty of places to hide.
Alright, I'm back. And now we got the corner bowl. So I'm gonna sweep out this spot so we have it nice and flat. I might actually dig a little bit so it could be leveled in there so that...
And most likely he'll dig underneath there if he wants to anyway. They make their own homes.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
So I'm just gonna dig it out just a little bit. And like, I'm gonna figure this part out. So it might be quiet for a minute. So I just want to make sure it's nice and flat. Just kind of shove some of this dirt underneath it, so it's kind of leveled. But we want it in the corners, so we have to dig some of this stuff out in the back. There, that should be fine.
You want a big enough bowl that they can totally immerse themselves in the water and get hydrated, and they can swim around, and it also helps with getting some shed off.
So you want to pack stuff in there, because when you pack stuff, it most likely it won't move. But if he moves it anyways, or she, whatever it's going to be, it's perfectly fine, because they want it the way they're going to be comfortable with it. But what we're going to do is just kind of pack it in there.
And you want to also make sure that you have some stuff like these hides that are a little bit rough, so when they are shedding, they can kind of help rub off the shed. and get it off and rub wherever they want to rub.
And then she's gonna let you guys see this real quick. I'm gonna go see if we got extra bark that we can put in there.
Yep, and here's now the inside with the water bowl. The water bowl is still nice and deep, that it can get in there and submerge for a while. I mean, of course, it's going to need a bigger cage eventually, but this will house it for a while. And then here's what that looks like. We have one hide here, the bowl, then the other hide with the tubes underneath, and then again, the ceramic tile. Let me back up and you can see. That's what the tube looks like. So there's room in there if it wants to get up in between the two. It's got a tube. And you can see there is some moisture in there. And you also can plant some live plants in here. You could put fake plants in here, whatever you desire.
Alright, so we got a couple little things. I also got this little food bowl that I was using with the other one. And I just read that Savannah monitors, you could actually eat mealworms, roaches, crickets, chicken. You could put chicken in here.
Eggs.
Eat that. Eggs, but it has to be scrambled because it's a baby. But when we get it bigger, we're gonna do some hard boiled. We're gonna put this over here by the water bowl. And then we got this little plant. Usually I put it in the hole right here, but if he's small enough, I want him to be able to come in and out of that hole if he wants to. So I'm just going to add this to like right next to this glass so it gives it a little bit of color. You know, I don't like a plain cage. So I'm going to make sure we get that in there. Give it a little bit of color. We're going to get some more plant, like fake plants of course. And then give it some more color like that. So I'm also going to go ahead and just put the light in there. I'm not too sure because I have two of them right here. Maybe I might use the UVB and the daylight so he has a little bit of extra. So I'm not too sure, but this is the UVB. I'll see what kind of it is right now. This is all living things. Oh, what did I say? 13 watt. So it'll be 120. So I'm guessing this could work too if I wanted to. But we're going to go ahead and re-put the other one in there and just save this one if we need it. And this one didn't burn out, so best way to save money is use what you got.
True.
So I'm going to go ahead and put the new stuff in. And this is our new bulb. Go ahead and put this aside. So this is our new bulb. And it's from Exoterra. It's 120 volt, 13 watt. What does the box say? 13 watt. Mm-hmm. And it'll give it 150. So this should be perfect. And then it shows the diagram. If you have it at 12 inches, it's going to be 150, but if you have it at 16, which is right above that, it says 90, so it should be just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and put this bulb in there. Go ahead and put that in there. I like to put the arm like towards the edge so it doesn't end up falling off. But we got two bulbs right here, so we might use the daytime too. It's not UVB or UVA. That's the 13 watt UVB, but it adds a little bit of brightness. That's the daytime light. Without the UVB, just throws off some rays. So it's a little brighter. See how hot? It's gonna be a little bit before it actually cooks it up in there. So go ahead and give it a closer look. So that's the tile, and it's light. I got two different ones. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the daylight. See, it's a little darker in there, but should be at around 100. But we're gonna give it up. We're gonna put it up a little bit higher later. Just under 12 inches, though. If you don't want it at 150. So go ahead. That's the food bowl. So I'll put it next to the water so it's away from the heat so it doesn't dry out. The mealworms we might feed it, the chicken breast or whatever we're going to put in there for them. And then that's the plant. We're gonna get more stuff to make it look a little bit more fashionable. We might actually take out this hide and put a nice little rattlesnake just to give it some looks. And I don't know if she showed you, but there's a tube all the way through. So we could always look if we wanted to, like, oh, where's the lizard? Oh, he's right there. Nah, he's not right there now, but waiting for it to come in. That's all we're doing now. But it's nice, you can tell, you can see all the humidity, so it holds it pretty good. That's what he needs. So, I think we got everything handled. And we actually have a zoom ed. What did we get for zoom ed, though?
No idea. We had too much. Oh, that's where we got from the Reptile Expo. They gave us the stickers.
Oh no, we got the light for the bearded dragon for the zoom ed, and look at we're supporting zoom ed no matter what.
Good brand. So is Exoterra. Okay, bye.